Hello everyone, welcome to back my channel. I hope everyone is having a wonderful day. Before starting the video, please go ahead and hit the subscribe button and give this video a thumbs up. Liberty worries following Dilly's disappearance from the village. Prince is also concerned and threatens to go to the police if they don't hear from her soon. Sienna hopes to track down Dodger, but Jez doesn't think it's the right time when she's so frantic over Dilly. Later, Sienna visits the police station to share some new information on Dilly. Prince also warns Sienna and Jez that he won't rest until he finds out what really happened to Dilly. Meanwhile, Martha brushes off Jez when he expresses concern that her dementia is worsening. Elsewhere, Maxine hopes to cheer up Zoe following her recent split from Prince. She arranges for Zoe to meet her and John Paul for drinks. When Zoe hears Prince mentioning how much he and Dilly loved each other, she's devastated by his words. Also today, Grace discovers that Freddie is moving them both in with Robbie, fearing that he needs protection from someone following the shooting drama. Jacob blackmails Rex into helping him secure the safe return of his mum. He admits that he didn't get rid of the gun that was used to shoot Grace. Grace is annoyed when she finds out what's going on and offers Jacob more money to deal with the weapon properly this time. Here's a creative take on a Hollyoaks spoiler featuring Dilly's mysterious disappearance. Let me know if this works, or if you'd like to refine it. Dilly's disappearance. A village in turmoil. The bustling village of Hollyoaks is about to face one of its most perplexing mysteries yet, as Dilly Harcourt vanishes without a trace. In a week packed with twists and turns, tensions rise, secrets come to light, and familiar faces are pushed to their breaking points. Monday, the week begins with a jovial tone as the Harcourt family gathers at the Dog to celebrate Dilly's latest business venture. As ever, Dilly steals the spotlight with her sharp wit and impeccable style. Yet, a momentary slip during her speech raises eyebrows. Her normally unflappable demeanor falters when she spots someone lurking at the edge of the pub's garden. Is it a stranger or someone she knows all too well? Meanwhile, Zara and Prince overhear snippets of a heated argument between Dilly and her brother Ethan. "You're playing with fire, Dilly. You don't know what you're getting into." Ethan hisses, his voice laced with anger and worry. Dilly's cryptic reply, "It's already too late," sends shivers down their spines. Later that night, Dilly heads home alone, clutching her phone as though it holds the key to a terrible secret. By morning, her house is eerily silent, and Dilly is nowhere to be found. Tuesday, Ethan is the first to notice Dilly's absence, and at first, he assumes she's pulling one of her famous disappearing acts. But as hours turn into a full day, worry starts to set in. When he checks her room, he finds a torn piece of paper with a single word scrawled across it: danger. Elsewhere, Nancy spots something unusual during her morning run by the river. Dilly's designer scarf snagged on a branch. This small discovery sparks a flurry of concern, and by midday, word of Dilly's disappearance spreads throughout the village. Maxine, who's always had a soft spot for Dilly, takes it upon herself to organize a search party. As the group combs through the woods, Sienna and Warren exchange tense glances, as though they know more than they're letting on. Wednesday, flashbacks reveal that Dilly was working on an undercover investigation into a shady investment scheme that has ties to some of the most powerful people in Hollyoaks. Ethan, who begged her to stay out of it, is consumed with guilt. He confesses to Darren that Dilly had recently received threatening messages, but he kept it from her, thinking it was just an empty scare tactic. Meanwhile, James Nightingale's involvement raises suspicions when he's seen shredding documents in the middle of the night. Marnie confronts him, demanding to know if he had anything to do with Dilly's disappearance. James' icy reply, "If I were you, I'd stop asking questions you don't want answers to," sends chills down her spine. By the end of the day, the search party stumbles upon Dilly's abandoned handbag near the edge of a cliff. Inside they find her wallet, a lipstick tube, and a photograph of her as a child, with the face of the man next to her violently scratched out. Thursday, Dilly's disappearance starts to fracture relationships across the village. Ethan, now desperate to find his sister, lashes out at anyone who crosses his path, including Zara, who's been trying to offer support. "You think you know what's going on, but you don't," he shouts, storming off before she can respond. Sienna takes matters into her own hands, sneaking into Ethan's house to search for clues. She uncovers a hidden drawer filled with news clippings about a series of unsolved disappearances linked to the same investment scheme Dilly was investigating. One name stands out: Edward Cross, a wealthy businessman who recently moved to the village. Meanwhile, Perry and Juliet, determined to uncover the truth, follow Edward to a secluded cabin in the woods. What they find there leaves them shaken. A room filled with photos of Dilly, her image plastered across every surface. Friday. The week reaches a boiling point as Edward's sinister intentions are revealed. Flashbacks show that he had been manipulating Dilly for months, using her investigation as a way to keep tabs on anyone who might threaten his operation. When Dilly uncovered damning evidence, she confronted him, only to realize too late that she'd walked into a trap. As the villagers close in on Edward's cabin, a dramatic showdown ensues. Ethan, armed with nothing but his determination, confronts Edward and demands to know where Dilly is. Edward smirks, taunting him with riddles and half-truths, before finally revealing that Dilly is alive, but only if they can find her in time. The episode ends on a cliffhanger as the villagers frantically search the woods, their flashlights cutting through the darkness. A faint cry for help echoes in the distance, leaving everyone wondering, is it Dilly or is it a cruel trick? What happens next is anyone's guess, but one thing is certain: Hollyoaks will never be the same after this week. Thanks for watching this video, and please subscribe our Hollyoaks Update YouTube channel for more update news.